da, 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 da. Oh yeah, and then, you know, I'm gonna bring up another one of Millie's antics. Okay, we were in an Uber like the next day. And this Uber driver, I don't know how we got onto this topic, but he was being very chill, and he was like, yeah. Oh, he was like, yeah, I know everything about my riders before they even say anything. And then Millie was like, really? Okay, what's my future? You know, how's my love life gonna be? You know? And then they were like, oh, da 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 da. Like they just said some generic shit. And then Millie was like, oh my God, really? And she was like, did I tell you that I have a boyfriend? And then pointed to like Shu in the back seat. And Shu looked and was like, what? She was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then the driver was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, him? Okay, yeah. And she was like, tell me about him. And he was like, the driver just said some generic shit again. It was like, oh yeah, you know, he seems like he's very competent and calculated and da 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 da. And she was like, oh yeah, really? I think so too. And then she was like, okay, what about my girlfriend? And then pointed to fucking like Enna. And then, yo, she was trolling the fuck out of this Uber driver, bro. She was just pointing at random people, like asking us to, you know, the fortune and random shit. It was so funny. It was just trolling the shit out of this Uber driver. And then the Uber driver kind of started asking us like what we do for work, essentially. And then Millie was being like as vague as possible to not give him like, you know, to not like fucking like, you know, dox us or not like, you know, break, you know, our NDA or anything like that, right? And so she was like, yeah, we do like, you know, entertainment stuff. You know, we're like freelancers, you know, so, you know, the income is not always consistent, da 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 da. And then the Uber driver like essentially alluded in response to the fact that we did like sax work, right? Essentially, right? And then I remember Millie was like, no, not that type of work. Not that type of work. It started fucking lying instead of fucking like dying laughing. It was like, no, that's not what I mean. And he was like, oh, really? He was like, oh yeah, well, I could see it suited for you guys. And then she was like, wait, really? You think I could do it? She's like, you think I could be a stripper? And then they were like, and then he was like, yeah, I think you could do that if you wanted to. And then Millie started pointing at everyone, what about them? Do you think they could do it? And he was like, I mean, I guess, like, it was the most wild shit. They started telling us how he thought we could do it. And I was like, nah.